Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, we had Charlie, who has been going through a number of things. However, one more thing has happened. She has discovered that her mom abandoned her, and that her mother is actually alive. Now, Deku, he called a phone number on a letter he found whenever Mr. Weaver told him about it. He called the number, and somebody answered the phone, and it was quite alarming. Deku talked to somebody named Amy, and Amy, after being sent a picture of her mother with a man named John, which clearly showed that she was pregnant, had many questions. She thought at first that this was a joke. She thought that maybe somebody was messing with her, and that was it. However, after she saw that picture of her mother, she confronted her to try and find out what the hell was going on, because apparently she has an older sister. Now, with all that being said, we actually do currently have the next day, or the next morning, where Deku, he does get slightly blink awake, him feeling his head throbbing, as right now he does hear his phone vibrating, and he actually does get somewhat turn. Him going to bring his hand up as he does try to reach out and grab the phone. Currently, him going to turn as the phone is going to stop. Him going to get up and stretch his arm. Him going to actually throw his feet down to the ground and lean forwards. Him grabbing the phone as he does is going to bring his other arm. Him stretching as he's going to at least look at the messages. Him seeing his phone ring again. Him going to answer it. Hello? Hi, this is Izuku, right? Huh? Yeah, sorry. Ugh. It's it's a lot that happened last night, huh? Right. Listen, it's Amy again. Right, Amy. What's up? So I talked to Shannon, and I wanted to talk to Charlie for a minute, maybe. Is she there, or do you have a different phone number for her? Hmm? Oh, she's here, but it's probably gonna take a second to wake her up. What do you mean? A lot happened last night. Pretty emotional. She found a letter from her mom. I found it and told her about it. So, what did it say? She abandoned her whenever she was in the early ages of 2 or 3. I don't know exactly when, but somewhere in that time. John said it was between that age, but if I'm being honest, I think it might have been before that. Hmm? What do you mean? I don't know. He probably said so to save face or something, but maybe he doesn't exactly remember when it was. I don't really know. But that's where I'm concerned. Concerned? Yeah, I'm a little concerned myself too. So, listen, I'll call you back in a few minutes and I'll wake up Charlie, but I'm sure she'd like to understand more. Maybe actually talk to her mom. Do you think you can do that? I can, but I'd like to talk to her first. Maybe find out more? How do you know Shannon? Huh? Right. I think that's for me and Charlie to discuss. Right. I'll call you back. Okay. They're going to hang up. And currently, Amy just don't sit there. Her sitting outside, as Renner just don't swing on the port swing. Her looking over and looking out. It's certainly been a weird day. There's a lot going through her mind. And now she's thinking. An older sister. I mean, she's always wanted a sister, but she kind of just has her friends, and this is a little weird. What's she like? What can she do? I mean, there's a lot to try and figure out. Now, Eventually, Amy's phone does get a buzz, and crazy to look down and see an unknown number. Her going to actually answer it and go to bring it up. Hello? Hi. This is Amy? Who is this? Charlie. Charlie. Hi. Right, I didn't realize you'd call me on a different phone? I called you on my phone. Listen, how do you know my mom exactly? Because I'm assuming that you're a friend of hers. Maybe you're her girlfriend? Actually, no. What do you mean? You see, Shannon's my mom. Now, Charlie just don't sit there. Her, right now, sitting on the bed, as she does get someone drop her pants. Her, looking back down at her phone, bringing it up, and actually up to her ear, taking it off a speaker. I'm sorry, did you just say you're my... Yeah, right. So, I kind of had a similar reaction hearing about that. You're... Yeah, I'm sorry, I just... that's a lot to process all at once. Oh, God. Are you okay? No, I've kind of been going through a lot. I heard about that. Not gonna lie, I tried to look you guys up, but all I really found was a report. Oh, Ron, who was that? I don't want to talk about that. You sure? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, Jesus. Listen, I want to talk to Shannon. It doesn't feel right calling her my mom. I just, I have questions, things I want to say to her. I don't really know. Know what? Listen, my mom's fighting with my dad a bit, and, well, they're not really too sure what to do. I'm trying to figure things out, but maybe if I can talk to her, settle things out a bit, and if possible, maybe we can all meet. Does that sound good? That sounds fine. Where are you guys at, though? Hmm? Oh, we're in Georgia, though we're more closer to the Florida area. Really? Yeah. You guys aren't in, like, Oregon, are you? Actually, we're kind of in Tennessee, not too far away from Nashville. Right. You guys are close. That's, not so bad. Though, did you want to talk to me some more? Ask me some questions, maybe about her? Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be good. Now, Charlie's gonna talk to Amy. Her trying to understand a little bit more about her little sister and their mom. And it certainly is quite something. Charlie finds this all to be very strange, but at the same time, she's also kind of intrigued. Her sister does talk about a few things that have been happening lately. I mean, she's a little over 21, things have been complicated, and, well, you know, the fact that she just found all this stuff out is kinda weird. So there is that. Now, for Charlie, this does seem very, very strange. She's trying to understand everything. An inconsistency, maybe, or maybe there's something that she's just not thinking about. It's a bit strange, but she even does get to see images, pictures, and a few things. And it kind of makes Charlie a bit both jealous and, well, sad. Amy got a life with their mother. She got a life with her father. And it's just a lot. Now, a few days have gone by, and we do actually have where John, he has been given a bit of time to still rest. They want to make sure he's good before they decide to move him back home. And Deku, he is well aware as to when that might be. In a few more days, maybe John will be okay. He'll get bed rest and be sent home. He'll be given meds and monitored closely. And that needs to be at least there. Now, currently Deku, him and Charlie have gone their separate ways for a minute. She went back home to try and clear her mind, get a few things sorted, and clear her head. And Deku, he has actually still been trying to keep up with his own job. However, there is where he does get a phone call from his boss. Him currently driving. As the man is at least answer the phone. Hello? Hello, Izuku. It's been a while. Right. Hi. What's up? Hmm. Izuku, when exactly do you think that you'll be able to fight again? Uh, Not really too sure. Why? I see. How is the man doing? John, he's still healing. A few more days and he might be out. Good. Good. Then you'll come back to fighting? Huh? Oh, um, I'm not really too sure when I can. Really? Yeah. I'm just. He might need physical therapy and a lot more help. I want to make sure I can take care of him. The guy helped to raise me. He's family. Hmm. I see. Izuku, you are a very, very cutthroat and straightforward person. Have I ever told you that? No, you haven't. Aggressive. A fighter to the very core. A good one at that, too. Now, I'm going to make things quite simple. In more than a week, a fight's going to be happening. I will call you. If you do not show up, then you are no longer a fighter. I will drop you, and if I do that, you probably won't fight ever again. Do you understand that? I. What? No, I want to fight, but you just have to give me time. Izuku, exactly what is a trophy? Huh? What is a trophy, Izuku? It's. I don't understand the question. Let me answer for you, Izuku. A trophy is something that sits on itself and collects dust. I have fighters, less than a handful. You are one of them. However, you are not fighting. You are not doing anything. You are sitting around and collecting dust. That is what a trophy is. A useless paperweight. Now, Izuku, are you a paperweight? No. Do you collect dust? No. Good. Now, I will give you one simple little question. And I don't want you to answer it right now. Answer it whenever I call you again. Whenever I call again, it will be in 7 days. Exactly at 12 o'clock. Do you understand? Now, there's going to be a fight. It will be in your neck of the woods, and when it does happen, I plan for you to fight someone. Do you understand? You'll be going up against a metalhead. Huh? Yes. Somebody who will test your mettle. Now, do I make myself quite clear about that? You will fight them. You will be challenged by them. And you will make me money. The odds are 1 in 10, and people don't believe that you may win. Especially because some of them think that your recent absence might be you putting your tail between your legs and trying to keep your record high. You serious? Yes. So you're actually not favored to win. Even less. I'd have to say, if I do have to put it into perspective for you, Izuku, your cut of this will be quite a bit of money. I know you quite enjoy the few millions you have. Though, if you do not fight, you do understand what will happen, correct? I drop you from your contract, and I let you go. But no, I need more time. Izuku, make a choice. You already know how we do things. However, let me remind you, everything we've done so far for you, everything that you've seen, it is all legal. Remember that. I don't, I know, it's just, you guys do certain things and up. What we do is business, Izuku, and I'd like for you not to mention it over the phone. It is very legitimate business. It is very private business. And, well, the firm may not like you to speak on your information, especially because you've been one of many great brokers for us. Right. I see you understand. Now, Izuku, you will get to not only keep that money, but you'll be able to keep one's self. Do you understand? Now, if you do plan to reach out to me again, then maybe I may forgive you. However, if you don't, have a good life. You're not going to up. Don't use such words, Izuku. I didn't. Izuku, I see potential in you. I would not waste it. Though, then again, there are many fighters out there who might seek you out on their own. The world is full of brutal men who like challenges. And you'll always end up right where you started, my boy. Do you understand that? I. Good. Now, have a nice day, Izuku. The man gonna hang up. And Deku, he's kind of alarmed. So, wait, he's not gonna threaten to kill him? No threats, no repercussions? What? Okay, that guy's a little insane. But, shit, he's right. He got his cash, and that guy got rich. Shit. Okay, maybe. Oh, God, maybe there's something he can do? No. He's in a rock and a hard place. Fight or help John? That right now into his mind. Him gonna get out of his car after he's gonna pull up to John's house. And right now, Izuku, he's actually jump over the fence and walk in. He doesn't find Charlie in the house. And Deku, he has to hear something out in the garage. Him, currently, gonna walk out back and walk down the stairs. Him, hearing the sound of an engine, revving up. As you know, Deku, he's gonna walk over and in. Him, turning his head to see Charlie, who does go stare at Deku through the glass. Her with a bit of a smile. Before gonna rev up the engine, and Deku's gonna bring his hands up to his ears. Charlie, going to turn off the car, and then going to actually step out. Her turning to Deku. It's a bit fun, isn't it? Deku turning over to her. What? Now, Charlie does see Deku bring his hands down. His ears still ringing. As Charlie's gonna walk over and actually bring Deku into a hug. Him a lot more confused. And Charlie is gonna step away. Her actually gonna lean up and talk about it. And Deku, he does finally start to hear her. However, his ears, they do still have a bit of a ring in them. Now, Charlie does get to talk about it. She does at least try and say, thanks. And Deku, he's not too sure how to respond to that. Now, the two, they do go ahead inside. Charlie, a bit more tired, because for the last few days, she has been working on that car, tirelessly. Now, Charlie and Deku, they do to sit down. And Deku, he is somewhat talking about it. Charlie is going to have her dad come back soon. And when that happens, she wants to talk to him again. I mean, talk about Amy, talk about Sharon, and how things are there. Because so far, she's got a bit of a story. And some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't. Because it may not be that her father lost her mother, it could be that somebody else, they promised her something and it didn't work out. Her mom doesn't talk about her failed career, but she did talk about a few other things. How she met her dad, how things went there, and just how overall her life has been. She just she tried going home and that didn't work out. I mean, that's all she said. That's all she ever said. She went home and didn't find anything there for her. And that does confuse Charlie. And Deku himself is a bit surprised hearing about it. It doesn't make sense. But there is still something he's trying to piece together. Charlie is a little over 23. And from what he does understand, this girl, the one who Charlie and her are sisters, she said that she's just over 21. But if that's the case, then how is that possible? So, it certainly is quite interesting. And Charlie, she wants to ask that question to her dad. Because this letter might be a lie. And that does concern her even more. Maybe Shannon is her mom and Amy is her full sister. There is that for a possibility, right? It could make sense. Why just she was 2 years old and then Shannon left and Amy came down, what, the same year? She was born the same year? It just doesn't make sense. And that does worry her. Samuel, that's her dad's name. He may not actually be Amy's father. And if that does happen, she's kind of concerned as to how that may go. Because that's just a whole other can of worms Charlie is not ready to deal with yet. Now, with all that being said, Deku is trying to talk to Charlie. And Charlie, yeah. She does hear a few things that Deku has talked about. Since he mentioned that he might have to give up fighting. But that's where Charlie is trying to talk about it. It does kind of make her nervous now. Because she was supposed to go see Amy, in a few days. She was gonna get things together and probably catch a ride. Maybe see about a flight, maybe see about something. I mean, a road trip maybe, but that's a lot to bargain for. And Deku, he does want to understand. And he does have a choice to make. His career as a fighter, which has just started. Or his life with Charlie. He could try to stay here and take care of John. Or John can be in his own care with some of his buddies. And him and Charlie can go out to see her sister, her mother. And Deku, yeah. He does at least try to stick by Charlie, talking about a few things. Yeah, he's got a few, million? So he should be okay. He can always go back to some of the regular things he does. Maybe try something different. Maybe go pro. I mean, get into an actual ring and fight it out with some champions. Some of the guys on the actual public circuits. And that's an idea they could just have. And Charlie doesn't want to understand. And we do actually have where John is let out of the hospital. And Charlie tries to talk about it to her father. And John, He's kind of alarmed hearing about this. She got into contact with Shannon and her daughter Amy, and that gives her tons of questions. And John's not really too sure how to feel about it. He might have another daughter, he might not, but that's something he's not too sure about. Now, with that being said, Deku and Charlie, they pack up the car and they do get ready to leave. And Deku, he does have a few things going through his mind. As right now, Charlie should throw her back in the back of the trunk and go to open up the passenger door. Her climbing inside and turning to Deku. As Deku's gonna turn to her, talking about how this road trip, it's gonna be a few hours. So, what does she want to talk about? Hmm? Don't really know. Though, how about some tunes? My playlist or yours? I think we both know my playlist is better. Doubtful. I mean, you still listen to that one band. They're a good classic band. I never said it was bad. Though, I mean, you don't listen to the newer stuff? Their old stuff is way better. Besides, their newer stuff just kind of fell off. You know? I like their recent song. The recent one's good, but it's because it has a touch of the classics. It has the older feel to it. You know? Right, right. Deku gonna turn on the car and talk about it with Charlie. So they gotta stop and get gas, and they do have one thing required. Snacks? Yes, Charlie. Every road trip needs snacks. Right. So, what do you want to get? Few things. Few things. Right now the car gonna take off, and Deku and Charlie, they do to head out. They have a long trip ahead of themselves. Now, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.